Final score, Manchester United 1, Liverpool 1. Goals by Zlatan Ibrahimovic and a penalty by Milner for Liverpool. And I'm here today with the post-match review. Just want to start off by saying that 1-1, not the best of results, but arguably not the worst as well, considering that United went 1-0 down. I think that when Liverpool scored, it was kind of against the run of play. We were attacking, but Liverpool were really defensive at times, and well, at times throughout a lot of the game, should I say. And you know, Liverpool went the other end, and I think it was a handball against Pogba. I couldn't quite see from where I was sat, but you know, a penalty was awarded to them, and Milner ends up scoring. David De Gea almost got to it, but yeah, it wasn't to be. And but yeah, I think that Liverpool definitely came today, and they were looking to kind of sit back for a lot of the time with their defence. I think that, but also at times that when United were attacking, they also had like that defensive. They had a high defensive line, which kind of made it really hard for United to pass the ball around. And also on that left side as well, on United's left side, we had Pogba, we had Ibra, and we also had Mkhitaryan. And I just think that there were a lot of players on that Liverpool left side that kind of were compacted that left side of the midfield, but you know, obviously between the halfway line and also the edge of the box. And it really kind of, we really kind of struggled to make any decent passes and playing throughout that area. And I think that's one of the reasons why Mata came on, because he was more of a central player. But you know, I think the one positive that we can take from today is that we didn't lose. When you think of the top four, and you think of also the games that it's always said that, you know, if you can win games against the other top four and take points off them, then you can go on to win the league. And I think that today was, you know, I think we may be a fair bit off winning the league, but drawing with them, we could, yeah, drawing with them. Here he is, the main man.
Shit.
The main man, Ian. Yeah, drawing with Liverpool, and we could definitely still get that top four, and we're on.
It worse than fucking Mignolet. Come on, get it wrapped up, will you?
We're on point. Ian finally joined us. Ian, what's your thoughts on the game today?
You know, it's a draw, but you come out of it thinking, no, should have had that today. They were shit at times. They got extremely lucky. Seen the Pogba incident back. Fuck knows what he's doing. He's fucking. Well, he's basically
definite penalty.
He's a penalty. You can't deny that.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
No. The replay. He's basically jumped quicker than the fucking ball was coming at him. Terrible from Pogba, and then it summed up the rest of his match. In actual fact, missed quite a decent opportunity in the first half.
I definitely noticed that after that penalty, like, Pogba really was like trying to put that extra effort. It's as if he said, if he said to himself, right, okay, fair enough, I gave away the penalty, but you know what, I'm going to put in some serious work for the rest of the game, and he did do pretty well. I said in the match review, it wasn't his best game, but he still kind of raised his levels from that point where he gave away the penalty to the rest of the game.
No, in actual fact, I thought he dilly-dallied with the ball too much. Yeah, you could come here and play around with West Ham, who are in the bottom half of the table, and piss around with the ball and do what you want. But when you've got the Scousers chasing you around midfield and bossing you, he can't fucking dilly-dally like that. That's just not. He's got to get hold of the ball, pass and move. We didn't move the ball quick enough for me today, and he was part of it. I'm sorry. He's supposed to be this big guy for these big games. Fuck the Twitter shit off with the fucking hashtags and all that type of promo. Get back to some real fucking football and play properly. The basic stuff that Pogba does is terrible. But if he gets it right, then he's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
He plays some perfect balls out. Another thing that was missing off him today was him spraying the ball wide and thingy. Yeah. Because he's taken that sort of out away from Rooney, which is why you don't see Rooney getting in the team. And then Rooney came on the pitch and did that for him.
Well, the one thing I was saying just before you got here was that on that left side of the pitch, it was really compact because we had Zlatan, we had Pogba, I think it was Mkhitaryan as well. But there were a lot of Liverpool players on that side, and it was really like compact. We struggled to kind of pass the ball between those, and really we should have maybe switched the ball to the other side or perhaps the midfield, and then maybe created something.
Well, it wasn't just that. That was the case of just messing around with it and not being clinical enough when we did. Martial, for me, I've not got a clue where their right back was. He might as well have been like Everton's players and played some sort of debutant. But he kept Martial in his back pocket today. Martial should have been running rings round him. Valencia on the other side, sorry, James Milner. He's passed it as well. Decent left winger. Can't play him at left back, especially with Valencia in his form. He should have been tearing him apart today, absolutely tearing him apart. And it didn't happen. And that was basically because they doubled up. They knew what was coming. Go and have a look at the highlights of the first half of the opportunities we had. Yeah. Our best opportunities came through the middle. We didn't. There
was far too much emphasis.
I don't know what happened in the second half, but it took us till the second half to get back in the game. And then you've got that hope when Zlatan puts the ball in the back of that. You got that hope in your head that we're gonna do what we usually do.
When Zlatan signed, I always thought he's like a player to kind of like really like rustle the jimmies of like Liverpool fans and Liverpool in general in the score, and he's done it again today. And that's why we signed him to make a difference in games like today.
But looking back on that, in actual fact, Fellaini, who I absolutely criticised coming on the pitch, I didn't understand what the hell we was doing, did better at bringing the ball down as a target man up top than what Zlatan did for the best part of 80 minutes. He brought the ball, and then he gets on the end of a cross there, nods it to, well, he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to put it in the far post, away from the keeper. He gets very unlucky that it just catches the post. Catches the post, comes out. Valencia, though, instinct was superb. You can panic at the ball at your feet, 6 yards out of the box. Didn't panic, puts it on Zlatan's head, and he finishes it. But we didn't build on that momentum then. The entire crowd erupted. We didn't build on those momentums.
Oh, damn. 2 points dropped.
Yeah, I feel it 2 points dropped.
I feel so as well, because like when Liverpool scored, it was kind of against the run of play, and even when we did score, we really should have perhaps got another one.
Yeah, well, I thought we should have we should have tried putting in a bit more effort. We sort of let them play in the but then again they got some quality up the top. They brought Coutinho on, knowing that towards the latter part of the game, if they tried breakaway, that they've got someone quality that could mix and match. But I don't know, you just come away from there disappointed. I don't know why we feel disappointed, but there's normally, and a set of away fans, you see these videos left, right and centre of away fans being locked in at us, locked in at Anfield, them locked in at here, us locked in at City, it doesn't matter what the result is, they spend so much time absolutely blaring out. 10 minutes after finished game, Old Trafford's pretty empty. Scouts might as well have been sat on their hands, because they knew that they had nothing apart from that.
Yeah, I interviewed one of their fans earlier on, and even they said, our fans weren't with it, weren't up for it today. And I'm not being funny, but if you can't come to here, your biggest rivals, and make some noise, then it's going to filter down to the team.
And it's not just that. You looked at their lineup and you went, well, there's players missing there and stuff like that. So yeah, possibly they would have gone away from here possibly a slightly bit more happier than what we will. But in the grand things, I think in the grand scheme of things, Everton did a fucking superb job for us today, and we didn't capitalise on that. We'd have been on the same points as City right now. And we'd have knocked that goal difference down a bit.
Because they lost 4-0. It's going to be interesting tomorrow, actually, to see how how the media reaction is, because had we been in the same position as City, do you know what I mean? I'm struggling to think, when was the last time Everton beat anyone 4-0, let alone a team of City's magnitude?
But I've watched Everton over the past few weeks. Lukaku went for a dry spell. Yeah. A lot of United fans love Lukaku, would love him here. He went for a dry spell. He came back, he scored 2, I think it was a brace or a hat-trick on when he scored his goal. Superb. And ever since, that regenerated them. They scored goals after that, and they've quietly done it. Nobody's watching Everton at the moment. They're miles behind us. They may, in an end up in a battle with City. And where have they got that momentum from? Getting a result against them today. Fair play to them. They got two, under 18s, 18-year-olds scored against them. Fair play to them. But this is not about Everton. This is not about the result against City. This is about our result, and we should have done better here today.
Yeah, I'll agree. But, not the end of the world. We didn't lose. We fought back, and, perhaps towards the end, we're still kind of attacking, and perhaps, it was a case of, we didn't lose, we just ran out of time to score.
Well, that's taking your chances in the first half is what you do there.
Yep.
Making silly opportunities not making silly decisions in the first half, and Pogba, that's what happens then.
Yeah. Okay, going forward, we've got Stoke next week. I believe it's a Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. Is that right?
I know.
Amazing. Do you remember those guys when we used to have a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock? Oh, you young ones won't remember that, will you?
It's terrible, isn't it? Terrible football fans. No, I reckon that they'll have had a pacing today. Rooney, for me, absolutely bounced it around in the second half. How he didn't start the game, but he'll be another one of those that's more hurt than most in that result. He'll go in that changing room and absolutely place them enough that Mourinho will. And I think we'll do another job against Stoke, get back into winning ways. Go back to the wins and draws and the losses. We've not lost since Chelsea away. We've not lost since then, and I think we need to seriously make sure we get a win at Stoke, and we've got some fixtures after that, including obviously European Etihad ties, Wigan FA Cup, and we can start building some more momentum together, because it doesn't matter in today's results. Might not affect the title, but it does affect us if we can't bounce back from this and go on and put another decent run together, as we've seen in the past 9 games of wins, and basically put ourselves back in contention of being in that top 4.
Okay, well, Ian, just going to wrap it up now, mate. So there you have it, guys. Put your comments in the box below. Do you agree or disagree with anything we said? How did United play today? Follow us on Twitter, United People's TV. Follow us on Snapchat, same address. And check out the website, www.thepeoplesperson.com. And until next time, come on the Reds.